you very much. Thank you for the invitation. And indeed, sometimes I think we are not very diplomatic in the first place, but that's good, I think, and not bad in any case. Again, thank you for the invitation and to speak. This is a very, very important topic that we're discussing, and basically going all over the world, from Middle East, Afghanistan, the Balkans, Europe, and now Latin America. I have put on that table there many copies, and there will be plenty, so for each one of you to grab one. Little booklet that we put together at the embassy about U.S. interventions in Latin America. In the past 200 years, there have been over 170 interventions, mostly military interventions in the Latin American region, but also political interventions and destabilizations as well. This is very, very critical. Now, that being said, I will tell you something about 2 years ago, roughly, when Obama got elected to be president of the United States. I myself, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of many people in Venezuela, we were very, very optimistic, and we really thought that things were going to change, especially after 8 years with W. Bush in office in the White House, and all the horrors in the whole world shown. But yet Obama was hope for all the disasters of his predecessors. Well, unfortunately, I was wrong in my perception. Many people were wrong as well. And sadly, for all practical purposes, although there have been some changes here and there, but at least in Latin America, things are at least the same, just to be safe, but in some aspects I would say they're even worse in terms of the level of militarization in the region, the level of oppression that we're suffering in Venezuela on the side of the United States. Let me just give you two quick examples. Well, there are many, of course, but just actually three things that have happened recently in the region under the office of Obama. One is the mobilization of the Fourth Fleet in the Caribbean, which will take place soon. The whole system of ships and submarines, and the submarines are carrying nuclear weapons, by the way, which is a violation of treaties, international treaties that had previously declared Latin American, the whole Latin American region, a nuclear-free zone. But the United States has mobilized the Fourth Fleet, and it will be going around Caribbean and Latin American waters. This is a major threat. This is a way to show strength and to just destabilize the region. The second aspect is the agreement, the military agreement that was signed recently, 1 year ago, as a matter of fact, between the United States and Colombia, which mainly includes the setting up of 7 military bases in Colombia. And as you know, Colombia is next door to Venezuela. And last, I will say, I will remind you of the toppling of the president of Honduras, which took place also 1 year ago. And so these are just signs that are very critical, very important, not to miss. In terms of the mobilization of the Fourth Fleet and also the military agreements with Colombia, what Obama and the White House and the U.S. government claims is that, of course, there's nothing to worry about. This is only for the sake and for the good of the Latin American people. They're always looking after us, you know. So we don't have to worry about that. This is only to fight narco traffic, drug dealers, and also insurgent groups that may appear anywhere in South America or Central America or somewhere else. But the thing is, and this is also something that I want to share with you, and some of these I have also put on the table. This is another booklet that we have put together. These are documents taken from official, from the government of the United States, official documents from the U.S. government that state the real intentions of the United States in terms of militarizing the region. There are a few, of course, and you wouldn't I wouldn't have time to just go over all of them, but the most important one I would say is the one at the back of the booklet, which is a document from the United States Air Force. Now, you have to read it, and it says there, so it is not the embassy of Venezuela or myself, or that we're just assuming. No, this is actually a document from the U.S. Air Force in America that clearly states that indeed these bases, these military bases in Colombia, are there to fight against narcotics and insurgent groups, but also in case that there's some groups or some countries that may not go American way, well then we're there just to make sure that they comply. So this is very threatening. As you all know, fortunately there has been a political emancipation of peoples in Latin America, and most of Latin American countries at this point are carrying the flags of progressive movements, are carrying the flag of social movements, of socialism, and they're carrying the flags of union, integration, and so on. And this is very threatening to the concept of imperialism, especially in a region like Latin America, which for the past 200 years, ever since the United States became the United States, has been a critical backyard for them to get their resources, manpower, labor, and so on. So it is not absolutely convenient for the United States to let these countries go their own way and challenge the traditional dictates of America. So therefore, these military bases are there in the first place. So it is something that we have to definitely be careful with. They will do whatever they need to do in order to maintain or to control the peoples, and in order to enhance their own interest in the region. Now, all these conversations, this background